Not much rain on Live by First 6. However, we are still dealing with impacts from Debbie. We have some severe river flooding happening in parts of the CSRA. And on top of that, the heat and humidity is back on. I'll have all the details on the forecast coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 7, flooding in Bamberg County. We'll have the latest after an emergency evacuation was declared. Also ahead, it's move-in day at Augusta University. We'll hear from students starting their college careers. And where one college career begins, another ends. We'll have reaction from penning ceremonies at 2 local schools as your News at 7 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 7.
Good evening, everyone. You're watching News Channel 6 at 7. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with a code red issued for people living along the Edisto River. It's from Embry Road to the Bamberg-Colleton County line. And county leaders strongly urging them to evacuate as water levels continue to rise. Hannah Latier has more from the Edisto River Bridge.
No, I don't think I ever seen quite this much water at one time.
It's Larry Still's brother-in-law's house, who he said wasn't home. Larry also owns a house on the river off of Troy Road, but he wasn't able to get to it on Friday. Mass amounts of rain from Tropical Storm Debbie have already washed out many roads along the river, making it near impossible to drive down them.
I come down here Monday, drove all the way to the river. I drove down here Wednesday and drove all the way to the river, but you could see it was rising. I think I might have had a little bit of water run up underneath the house, but I got all that cement in it. My house is 10 foot in the air.
Because of the raised foundation, he's not worried his house is going to flood. He thinks a lot of his neighbors have already evacuated and that the water should start receding soon. Teresa Barlow lives down the road a little further away from the river. She's still seeing the effects.
The ditch out here, though, it is rising, and so we do worry about that river. And like I said, we'll take our kids out of here, and head up to higher ground for sure.
County leaders asking people to get to safety sooner rather than later.
So we're asking folks to monitor it, watch it, and should the waters become dangerous or hazardous, we need everyone to evacuate immediately.
The county has a rescue team in place ready for anyone who needs help evacuating. Call 911 for emergencies. As of right now, the flood warning will go until 7:30 on Saturday evening. And time now for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Trotty. And we just heard some thunder overhead here.
Yeah, we've had the shower over Augusta for a couple hours now, and it's actually starting to get a bit stronger. There wasn't initially any lightning, but now we have a couple lightning strikes and the thunder, as Dee mentioned. Notice it's mostly dry, though, here in the CSRA. It's really just Augusta that's dealing with that rain. And there's the lightning strikes, 4 strikes now within the last 5 minutes. And all of that lightning is around the border into Aiken County, just outside of Beach Island. And then we have additional rain just outside of that shower. This is around Fort Eisenhower now. And moving further off towards the east, slowly we'll be into downtown Augusta very shortly. But right now into Bamberg County, as we were just talking about, here's a look at that aerial flood warning once again. Luckily, no rain in Bamberg County. They did have a shower earlier. So once again, if you missed it, it is urged that you evacuate if you are located between Embry Road down to the Colleton County line at the Edisto River Basin because of that severe flooding. And unfortunately, as I mentioned, there was a shower earlier that brought an additional ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain all around Bamberg. We also have the high river levels along the Savannah River. This is the border of Screven and Allendale County. So moderate flooding happening here as well. So overall, we are still dealing with some impacts from Debbie, but fortunately it is well away from us from now. You can see it is dry outside, but looking pretty stormy outside the station. We're sitting in those mid-80s now in Augusta, 84, 93 though in Barnwell, low 90s for the most part. It was a very hot and humid day. 95 in Lincoln, only 89 though in Waynesboro. Heat advisory stays in effect until 8 o'clock for western counties for that heat index up to 107. Right now we're seeing those heat index values up to 106 in Barnwell, Allendale, and Sylvania. So coming up, I'll have a look at your hot and humid weekend ahead and more information on the tropics. But back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. Today, help is on the way to storm victims in Georgia and South Carolina. Volunteers left the Augusta office on Ellis Street around 9 this morning. Then they made a beeline to the Augusta Exchange Club, where they loaded up their vehicles with supplies. The items will go to those in desperate need or help after Tropical Storm Debbie.
We are going to be moving the headquarters for our Georgia operation down to Savannah, Georgia, so we can be closer to the majority of the shelters that are opened up. So behind us are all of our emergency response vehicles. They are the vehicles that we pack full of supplies that go to the individual shelters or go out to the community to deliver help and hope.
We were on call since Sunday night, and we drove 17 hours to get here from Oklahoma, and we're just waiting to be deployed to send out to with all the food and the goodies that we have.
Augusta Congressman Rick Allen and Mayor Garnett Johnson were there to wish them well. From elementary to college, school is back in session. Today, freshmen at AU said hello to their first-year college. Bria Smith spoke with students about how it feels to start this new chapter.
Friday was move-in day for freshmen at Augusta University, and while they're trying to get situated in their new homes, many say they're ready for the year ahead.
Elm Hall's the second building. Elm Hall!
Students moving into college might be something university staff is used to, but for freshmen, this is the first of many firsts during their collegiate career.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get into the parking lot.
Yeah, if you'll leave your cars in the parking lot right there, you can park in any spot, reserved or not.
I'm a little nervous because I did get paired with random roommates. I didn't end up finding one, so I'm a little nervous to meet them, but I'm excited.
While some students know what they would like to study, others like Sarah Finch say that is still to be determined.
I'm hoping to potentially get a career in physical therapy because I actually recently tore my ACL, and so I've been in that for the past few months, and it's kind of made me get more of an interest in that.
So I chose nursing because my mom's a nurse, and just hearing all the stories and what she's encountered, I just really enjoyed. It just seemed like something I would want to do. And then I chose AU because I've visited before, and then after orientation, I was like, yeah, this is definitely somewhere I want to go.
More move-in days are scheduled for this weekend, and school leaders tell me they're anticipating nearly 11,000 students this semester. In Augusta, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6.
A special pinning ceremony today for Peach State scholars. The Peach State Health Plan and the Medical College of Georgia at Augusta University partnered to help provide the 3-year program. It gives selected students the chance to finish medical school in 3 years instead of 4 and go directly into a primary care residency in rural parts of Georgia. One student says the program was always a goal.
Because I come from a very rural and underserved community, so I kind of grew up being scared of where do I go in times of emergency, and trying to figure out where to get good medical care and good healthcare access. So I kind of heard about the program when I first started here at school, and I kind of wanted to just be the physician in the smaller town that we could kind of rely on, because I knew growing up I didn't always feel like I had the best access to healthcare, so I kind of wanted to do that for other people.
In addition to their dedication in smaller communities, these students are awarded with a tuition scholarship. This year's 12 students received a total of $2.2 million. Another pinning ceremony this morning at Aiken Tech, this time for the students in the School of Health Sciences. More than 60 summer graduates getting recognized. Students from 5 health science programs received pins for their hard work and dedication. School leaders say everyone in the graduating class has accepted a job prior to the ceremony.
It means a lot because this is actually the next step to us finishing school, as well as moving on to building the student association here at Aiken Tech.
My friends have turned to family. My instructors have become great role models for me. Great networking skills have been developed here. I would honestly wouldn't change anything.
All semester students will begin classes on Monday, August 19th. Well, school is back in session in Aiken County, and this year the district has a new leader. Superintendent Corey Murphy is our guest. Channel 6. Well, coming up, we're celebrating Black excellence. We'll meet the woman transforming lives one follicle at a time when we return.
Happy Friday, everyone.
WJBF News Channel 6's Black Excellence 365 recognizes inspiring Black figures in the CSRA throughout this year and every year. Well, this month we honor Marina Johnson with the Mary L. Jones Black Affirmation Award. Here's Sean Cabbage with the story.
The little girl would have never thought, from Ocala, Georgia, would have never thought that she would be where she is today.
Marina Johnson is a certified clinical trichologist at the Hair and Scalp Treatment Centers in Augusta. She specializes in hair and scalp health. Her mission started when her sister lost her hair after a breast cancer diagnosis at 30.
And I saw her buy, wig after wig, none of them ever fitting properly. And it devastated me, and it propelled me to do something about people with hair loss.
Her clinic now offers a lifeline for those with thinning hair or alopecia. Many clients have faced hair loss for nearly 20 years.
A lot of times people try to treat the condition before they actually know what's going on.
Johnson and her team uses exams and personalized therapy to address the root causes of hair loss.
I have a whole team. I have a nurse. We work with you with nutrition, so we're addressing the whole person. We have people that come in here, sometimes they lose 30 pounds, just from being on our programs.
She educates clients on healthy hair care and offers products like follicle healing shampoo, conditioner, and hair cream. She says these products are made with natural ingredients to cleanse, nourish, and protect your scalp and hair.
When we work with them, we have them use the exact same products that we use here inside of the clinic so they can maintain the hair that they've grown.
Her book, How to Dominate the Hair Loss Industry, guides beauty professionals in recognizing and treating the conditions.
The first person that's going to see your hair loss is actually, your stylist. But a lot of times they're not educated on what they're seeing.
Johnson's reach goes beyond Augusta with virtual consultations, helping clients nationwide. She's also training professionals to join her field.
They would be the ideal person, if you were going to train someone in order to help you with hair loss. So it allows you to, have another option with someone that can help you with hair loss.
With plans to expand, Johnson hopes to make hair loss support accessible to everyone. Her work offers not just solutions, but empowerment and hope. And that's why she's honored with this month's Black Affirmation Award.
And if you would like to nominate someone for the Black Affirmation Award, just go to WJBF.com.
And today was hot and humid, and it will stay that way through the weekend. Still some chances of rain, but definitely not a washout. But we are also watching the tropics. I will have all those details right after the break.
Of course, friend. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here's the latest on Live Viper 6. Very happy to report that there is not much rain. We're really only seeing one shower, and that's right in Augusta. This has been lingering since I was doing the 5 o'clock show. So there's been on and off rain here over the past several hours. It's dumping some heavy downpours at times, and we even had the thunder and lightning just a bit ago. You can see that lightning has now disappeared, though, right over Beach Island, just that heavy rain. And this other shower is just to the east of Fort Eisenhower. Right now, Debbie is a post-tropical cyclone, so that's good news, and it's also moving very fast. Huge difference from its very slow movement when it was over South Carolina. Now it's all the way up in New York and bringing a lot of rain even up to Canada. Wind still at 35 miles per hour, but no longer a tropical system. The reason for its fast movement is this cold front. So this cold front came to the rescue, moved Debbie all the way up the eastern seaboard, and for us, it's just bringing us those isolated showers, so no widespread rain expected. It's definitely very cloudy outside, and you can see the rain in the distance here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. 84 degrees, so cooler now because of the rain, but still feeling humid. Heat index up to 93, so anywhere from those mid-80s to low 90s still. 95 actually in Crawfordville, one of our hottest spots. Heat index up to 103 over there, 105 in Lincolnton, and 106 in Allendale and Bamberg. Tomorrow will be another hot and humid day, pretty much a repeat of the same temperatures. A good amount of sunshine throughout the day as well, but then later on in the afternoon and evening, can't rule out a stray shower or storm or two. The heat index will start to go down, though, on Monday just to 100 degrees, so we'll take that. And the actual temperatures are also lowering, so we'll see the low 90s on Monday, and then we'll actually see some upper 80s next week, and you'll see that in a moment here on our Futurecast. But in the meantime, when it comes to the rain, that shower will move further into Aiken County later on tonight, but really not expecting any others to pop up. It will be a dry start to your weekend, decent amount of sunshine around. Great weekend for outdoor plans overall. Just keep an eye on radar. May need to head inside briefly if you hear the thunder roar. Then for Sunday, pretty much the same situation in the morning. A dry start, just becoming a little bit cloudier with a slightly higher chance of rain, but still not a complete washout. Just same thing, keep an eye on radar for Sunday. Now, when it comes to the tropics, we are keeping an eye on this. This is a disturbance off the coast of Africa. Could be our next named storm, Ernesto. At the very least, will become a tropical depression. It's headed across the Caribbean, and then from there, there's a lot of uncertainty, and it all depends on the steering pattern. So the reason why Debbie sat over us for a long period of time was because there were no steering currents. With this storm, there's expected to be a dip in the jet stream over the eastern seaboard, and that should help steer this potential system out into the Atlantic, and it will be right in between that dip in the jet stream and the Bermuda high. So you can see as we go through time here, this is next weekend, so not this weekend. This potential storm could be off the coast of Georgia and South Carolina. It is taking a little bit more of a westward track, but of course what we're hoping for is that setup kind of pushes it further off towards the east, and we'll certainly keep you updated on this. So no need to panic right now. Just know that there are potential impacts from that next weekend into the following week. Lows tonight will be in the low 70s, and our highs tomorrow will be in the low to mid 90s. Typical summertime heat for us, at least for now. 10-day forecast showing those temperatures going way down low. 87 next Wednesday, and then 86 next Thursday. So definitely cooler next week, along with around a 30 to 40% chance of rain.
All right, well, still ahead, Team USA looks to hold on to the lead in gold medals as we head into the final days of the Paris Games. We'll have a recap of today's event. One coverage you can count on continues.
KCSton Road.
Well, the high school football season begins tonight on WJBF, and join us for the Football Friday Night Season Preview Special. We'll also set the table for another exciting season of Game Night Live and unveil the head coaches for Team Georgia and South Carolina for Border Bowl 12, our high school football all-star game. That's at 11:35 tonight right here on News Channel 6, and our producer Mike O'Neill says he'll be there as well.
I can't believe it's football season already. I am excited.
Cheering on all the kids out there playing.
Yeah, and that means cooler weather again soon, of course, which this week coming up will actually be a lot cooler already, even though we're still in August. In the meantime, though, low 90s this weekend, still very humid, then upper 80s next week for a long period of time. And as for the rain, around the 30 to 40% chance each day. Not a washout, but still a few showers and storms around.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you again on MeTV at 10 o'clock, and we're always with you at WJBF.com. Entertainment Tonight is next.